There's a lot of misconceptions about first lien HELOCs and traditional lines of credit. One of the biggest differences in what I teach and one of the features of our product is that we have a 30-year draw on our line of credit. Most HELOCs give you 3 to maybe 10 years that you can access your line. So this is where a lot of people get hurt using traditional lines of credit because either the loan officer doesn't explain it well to them or you as the borrower do not understand what you're signing for. So on a traditional line of credit, let's say you have a 5-year draw. During those 5 years, the bank gives you that time to access your line of credit. You can pay it down, charge it up, do whatever you want. During the payback, it is an interest-only payment. So this is where a lot of you get hurt, is that you're only making the interest-only payment, which means your balance doesn't go down. So at the end of the 5 years, in this example, you can no longer access your line of credit. Your payment goes from being an interest-only payment to now a fully amortized mortgage. So of course, your payments are going to jump up. This is where a lot of people forget that that's what they signed up for. So then you either have to find another HELOC so you have access to your line of credit and then you can reduce your payment by going back to an interest-only payment, or you're going to suck it up and just make the payments not knowing you have other options, or you refinance your first and second mortgage back into another 30-year fixed mortgage, and then you just kick the can down the road, you added more debt to your house. So this is where a lot of people say HELOCs are dangerous and they don't like them and so on and so forth. But again, I think there's two people at fault here. One, the loan officer, and two, you as the borrower not knowing what the hell you signed for. This is a conversation between me and someone that reached out. So you can see, can you help me with my scenario? I've got a HELOC for $228, which they took out to buy an investment property. Typical scenario. A lot of people do this. My first question, just to anybody, when does your draw period expire? Because that's what I want to know. Because if you've got enough time and if you can pay this debt down, then you're still okay. But if the clock's ticking and you've got 2 years or a year, you kind of need to figure things out. First question from this person, what does the draw period mean? I know it's a 30-year loan. I already know this person doesn't even know what they signed for. To my understanding, a 30-year HELOC loan, I already drew the amount, use it to invest into a property. So this person, again, still doesn't understand when their draw period expires and how to use a HELOC. So they send over their statement to me, and look at what I find. In 2 seconds of looking at this, right here, draw period ends July 27, 2030. This person's got 4 years to figure this thing out before that payment's gonna jump up. This is where you gotta understand what you sign and why I love the first lien HELOC so much, because I don't have to keep refinancing my house. Once I'm in this loan, I control how fast or slow I pay it off based on my cash flow. I don't need to worry about a draw period expiring at any point. I've got 30 years to use this line of credit and to build wealth. This is why this loan is such a game changer.